for 3 more minutes and start.
We'll wait for 2-3 minutes. Yeah, just
Stop the record. Okay. Bell's adjustment inventory. This is experiment from personality paper. Personality theory is that paper. Bell's adjustment inventory is a self-report of the individual's life and adjustment as they have been experienced by him or her. It tries to obtain more realistic information from the individual concerning what one thinks and feels about his family relationships, one's functioning body, one's friends and acquaintance outside the home, how aggressive or retiring he is, how much trust he can have in people around him, how well he has come to play the roles that the society expects of him. Basically, how well with yourself, with your immediate family members, with your closed ones, friends, extended family, and with strangers also. How do you adjust in different situations? Do you perceive those situations? It's Bell's adjustment inventory. It's a self-report. You analyze for self. It also seeks to obtain information about how well the individual understands and has learned to live with his feelings and emotions. Same thing, paraphrased. The basic purpose of the inventory is to provide the counselor with a quick means of locating the student whose relationship to himself and his environment is creating so much tension and distress that he is unable to use his talents and abilities effectively in his daily work and his social relationships. This is an experiment that was designed to be conducted on adolescent kids, students. So when you're asking the subject, you must see, ideally it's always good to take the subject who is studying, because most of the experiments that come our way during MA psychology or BA psychology is on those subjects targeted mainly on adolescents who are studying, who are with parents, unmarried and all that stuff. Or it is so individualistic test that your relationship status and your work status does not interfere with the test. So it's either of these. So you must ask the subject to fill thinking that he or she is an adolescent living with their family members in the sense parents in their house. And someone is on unmute. Can you mute yourself, please? Yaro unmute alidira.
Jiba.
Okay, thank you. So you have to ask your subject to imagine himself or herself as an adolescent staying with their parents at home and take the test. If you remember, Priyanka ma'am, at least I don't know about other groups, Priyanka ma'am said, think that you are living with your family when you were in your adolescent and answer these. So that is one main catch here, because this is designed on that. However, I mean, this particular edition or this particular version of Bell's adjustment inventory is designed like that, is for adolescent kids staying with their parents. However, there are other versions also which can be administered on adults, young adults, old people and all that. So this particular version is for that, sorry, suddenly went blank. Adolescent kids staying with their parents. However, let's jump to the methodology. Purpose, aim, all these are same. Problem, purpose, aim. All these are synonyms for the same thing. Aim is a better choice. If you think problem is good, because the whole of research methodology we use problem is also better. It's up to your convenience. To determine the level of adjustment of the subject using Bell's adjustment inventory. So you're determining the level. Everyone has to adjust and will adjust, but to what extent they adjust in what condition is what we are finding. That is the purpose of the experiment. Level of adjustment. See, the same thing was there in my BA. One of my friends just wrote to determine the adjustment of the subject using Bell's adjustment inventory. What will you determine just adjustment? The level of adjustment. The level is a small word, but that is what we are assessing. No, so level of adjustment is something you need to keep in mind. Okay, plan. So what is a plan? Simply the procedure, whatever the procedure is there, cut short into one line is plan. To administer Bell's adjustment inventory and to find out the extent of adjustment or maladjustment in different areas, referring to key and descriptive nouns. Now here, if you don't write maladjustment also, that will do. You can write to administer the Bell's adjustment inventory on the subject and to determine the level of adjustment in the 4 areas referring to keys and nouns. So use the same words. It's okay if you don't use extent, maladjustment, not required. It's okay. If you write, if you don't write, not a problem. Use this, as much as possible, use the same words to find out the level of adjustment in 4 different areas, or just write in different areas referring to the keys and nouns, or to find out the extent of adjustment and interpret according to the keys and nouns. You don't have to write descriptive nouns. Keys and nouns will also still do. Okay, next, materials. Same thing, you need the student form booklet. It says student form booklet. From this, we re-emphasize our understanding that this particular version was created for students. Can who is on unmute, please mute yourself, please.
Babu Garu, please mute yourself.
Okay, thank you. So student form booklet is something I said it's a catch. So you have to mention student form booklet because there are many versions in Bell's adjustment inventory and we are using this particular thing. So student form booklet is not to be forgotten. Very important. Highlight. Bell's adjustment inventory student form. You can choose to write this or not. This particular thing as part of materials not necessarily required because your table says it. In the procedure you will say it, or not necessarily. Your discussion is quite detailed enough to understand this, and the table is also there. So if you don't write this, it's okay. However, the questionnaire has 140 questions. It measures adjustment in 4 areas: home, health, social, emotional. HHSE, HESS. Oh, okay. HESH. Okay, do some abbreviation out of it. Remember, home, health, social, emotional. 4 areas: home, health, social, emotional. Home, health, social, emotional. Answer sheet. Definitely you need an answer sheet. The answer sheet will be kept with student form booklet only. So it's easy to find out. Key, norms. So anything that has assessment will have keys and norms. Anything that has hypothesis usually will not have keys and norms. Anything that is assessment has keys and norms. For example, yesterday we did effect of king on recall. There were no keys, there were no norms. It was, the score says it all. The score proves or disproves the hypothesis. That's much more enough. You don't need keys and norms to interpret the scores and then detailedly explain what is it. So you need 4 things. Bell's adjustment inventory, student form, answer sheet, key, descriptive norms. 4 things. This is okay. It's okay if you don't write. Don't stress on that. But remember, how many questions are there in Bell's adjustment inventory? 140 questions. This could sound silly, but there are examiners who have asked this. Many examiners asked this just to know how have you prepared have you prepared with micro details of the experiment. That is thing. Procedure. The subject is seated comfortably. So see, this is a standard thing. So whatever I said yesterday, this is one standard thing. 30 minutes. Oh, you can also add stop clock here because the time limit is 30 minutes. You can end up answering how many ever, The time limit is, sorry for confusion.
No time limit.
Yeah, no time limit. I'm sorry. So no stop clock. I'm really sorry. So the subject is seated comfortably and is provided with Bell's adjustment inventory booklet and answer sheet. You can also write the subject is seated comfortably and the rapport is built, and then write all this. The inventory is self-administering, not necessary to write as part of the procedure. Well and good if you write. To ensure careful reading of the directions on the first page, the experimenter should read them aloud while the subject reads them silently. However, this particular thing can be paraphrased as instruct the subject, give proper instructions to the subject about the experiment, and then tell that there is no time limit. Generally, less than 30 minutes is sufficient to answer the inventory completely. The subject is allowed to complete the inventory. The subject has to furnish her personal data in the space provided for the same. Personal data, what you need to fill is only name, date, age, what you do, what you study, where. So that will be your personal data, nothing else. And never much prior, tell the subject to write their initials. Even if the subject ends up, it would just be inappropriate. Say someone will be, this answer sheet or the response sheet can go from hands to hands. There might be many examiners or just say friends who is curious about how much score you got, what is your score and all that. Or some serious psychologist might end up taking it for knowing something. So you must tell the subject not to write their full name. That is very important. You have to keep their name confidential. Rest of the details you take. The procedure paraphrased in short and sweet: see the subject comfortably, build a rapport, give the Bell's adjustment inventory booklet and the answer sheet, make sure the subject has understood the instructions clearly, and tell the subject to answer as quickly as possible. Usually 30 minutes would be sufficient to complete the inventory. The subject, make sure the subject completes the inventory. However, there's no time limit. The immediate response of the subject is expected. Tell the subject that their answer will be kept confidential. Take the questionnaire back. Take the inventory booklet back once they have finished. Score and interpret according to keys and norms. So write it in your own words. Procedure, plan, always write it in your own words as you understand. Okay. Instructions. For experiments like this, understand what needs to be said and tell it in your own words. However, the instruction given here is read each question carefully. There are no right or wrong answers. Indicate your answer to each question by putting cross mark or into mark on responses: yes, no, or doubtful. Use doubtful only when you are certain that you cannot answer yes or no. There is no time limit, but work rapidly. It is important that you should be quite frank in giving answers if you wish to avoid self-deception. If you have not been living with your parents, answer certain of the questions with regard to the people with whom you have been living. So I think you can relate to why I asked you to tell your subject thinking and to answer thinking that they were adolescents living with their parents. This last line is still fine. It justifies. Many of you are not adolescents and you are not living with your parents. So this last line will justify why you're taking the experiment. Paraphrasing the instructions. You will read the questions carefully. There are no right or you can add, don't worry, your answers will be kept confidential also at the last. Why we don't suggest the subject using doubtful is when you actually score later, this doubtful does not fetch any marks, any score or any points later. That is why we suggest the subject not to use doubtful or avoid using doubtful. because it does not fetch any marks. And even if the subject is slightly sure about the yes answer, that would still tell a lot about the subject to us. That one point might change the scores drastically. Say something 60, say some 10 is a cutoff for satisfactory, and the subject has scored 11. So 11 could be highly satisfactory. That 10 could be just satisfactory. So that one point is also matters. That is why you must use doubtful only, stress on this word only, when you are certain. Okay, in simple words, use doubtful only when you cannot answer a yes or no. There is no time limit. This also you must stress. There is no time limit, but work as quickly as possible. So this is the instruction. Going to precautions. The standard precautions will be like, make sure the subject has understood the instructions properly, make sure the subject does not omit or skip any question, make sure the subject has answered all the questions. In case of any doubt, help the subject understand the question, all that. This will be a standard precautions for experiments that will have statements as part of their questions. Let's read through this. Make sure that the subject has understood the instructions properly. The subject must interpret the questions for self. However, if the subject has problems in understanding the meaning of certain words, the experimenter has to help out. Paraphrase and write. The experimenter must make every effort to secure complete cooperation of the subject. She or he should indicate the value of result to the subject, assuring the subject about confidentiality of the same. Make sure the subject's responses are kept confidential. Simple words. Analysis of the result. Now, what was the analysis of the result? You can also paraphrase this. If you know the problem. What was the problem? To assess the level of adjustment of the subject using Bell's adjustment inventory. Level of adjustment. Same thing you will rewrite. But of course, how do you analyze results? Here is when you first tell there are 4 areas. Okay. And one more thing I had to tell you yesterday, as part of methodology, most of some of the experiments, or at least that I have written, have another subheading called scoring and interpretation. It tells you how to score and interpret. That will have all these 4 areas. This will have all these are the scores and all that. How you score and interpret will be one of the subheadings, scoring and interpretation. However, it's good that they haven't given that for us, which makes our lives easier, because you're taking these experiments for the first time. It's okay. They have not given us, so don't bother. The responses of the subject must be scored on 4 areas of adjustment. Now, what are the 4 areas? Home, health, social, emotional. HHSE, something, remember as you want. According to the key, find out the total number of responses of the subject in each area of adjustment, referring to this key. Find out the extent of adjustment of the subject in different areas with reference to the descriptive norms. So in short, everything can be clubbed into one para and written. Not necessarily you have to write in points. The responses of the subject must be scored in 4 areas of adjustment. Find the second point is unnecessary. And find out the extent of the adjustment of the subject in areas referring to the keys and norms. Club everything and write it in one para. Not necessary that you need to write in points. Note. Let's see. The extent of adjustment or maladjustment can be determined referring to the descriptive norms provided by H.M. Bell. Generally, high scores indicate maladjustment and low scores indicate satisfactory adjustment. This, I told you, scoring and interpretation. This statement would be under that particular heading. Since we don't have that heading, They have given that as a note. So what does it say? High scores generally indicate maladjustment. Low scores indicate satisfactory adjustment. Now, to understand this, we need to go to the keys and norms. This is a response sheet. This is the answer sheet. I mean, the correct answer sheet. Now, this is your key and norm. Low scores indicate satisfactory. Okay, see all the scores here. Men and women have very little difference. However, you must see the scores under the gender. Okay, low scores 0 to 1, 0 to 1, good average. See, low scores indicate satisfactory adjustment. High.
We should remember these ranges.
No, no,
to
no, no,
men
no,
and
no.
women.
This will be provided. You need not. This will be provided. Anything as part of the materials, you don't need to remember. They must give you materials scoring keys and norms. It must be there, and they will give you. You don't need to by heart or remember this. It's quite hard also, and it's not necessary.
True.
So let's see. I think somewhere something has a catch. Very aggressive. Here, oh, see, they said low scores have satisfactory thing, but here low scores is actually indicating something negative. Very aggressive, average, retiring, very retiring. That's for social. Okay. You will note this when you are, when you're scoring the answers. I got few questions to my head. Why is this ulta? It's like there is a concept of reverse scoring that comes in FES. Okay. However, the questions framed here are in such a way that the low scores indicate unsatisfactory thing. So I would suggest don't write this, but just know it as part of for your Viva. I would really recommend you not to use this statement. Don't write this note at all. Okay, because for so
Soundarya, I don't think the aggressive is actually a negative connotation. Aggressive could be positive also.
No, it is in a negative
The
connotation.
word aggression always means negative. You cannot have a positive aggression.
Yeah. Also, when you're writing discussion, when you're writing interpretation, you will get to know. There you need to give one-line explanation of what is your interpretation based on the scores that the set obtained. The interpretation given by the experiment says, for example, 3 or 4 is aggressive, which is slightly aggressive or average aggressive, something like that is there. You have to give one-line expression. This could be because of the subject, or this indicates that the subject is aggressive at times depending on the situations. Something like that. You need to give one-line explanation there. So you will give that based on the scores and the interpretation. So that aggression thing is really a catch there. That is why I went down to check on it. So it's this, okay, except for that social thing, every other category holds good that low scores are satisfactory, high scores are not satisfactory. Just know this. This is a catch. And this is the table. Write table 1 and then write shows the scores of the subject in each area of adjustment. Table always should have a table heading. Again, every table will definitely and should have.
Soundarya, just hold on to that. And just check the first question, okay, in social adjustment, which is 3C. Fine. So 3C says the question is, I'll read it out now. I'm scrolling up. Yeah.
Do you enjoy social gatherings just to be with people?
Yes. Do you enjoy social gatherings just to be with people? So this means, and C, the answer is no. So no means I don't enjoy social gatherings, which is a negative thing. So no means I am actually having a negative personality trait, which will
Okay.
push my marks higher. So in this, aggression, I think, is positive.
Not
That
No,
doesn't come
they're
under
saying that the
aggression.
adjustment is less.
Yeah.
Poor adjustment.
It doesn't have
So-
anything to do with aggression.
See, the
Aggression is
connotation might be
basically
positive or
anger.
negative, Praharsh. The connotation of might be positive or negative, but at the end, we are trying to see how well they adjust in the social gatherings. In social gatherings, aggression is not something that is accepted. The scoring and
No,
interpretation.
I'm saying it's not the word aggression. It's actually your adjustment. Are you
Whenever
adjusting
you're
more?
talking about, Praharsh, when you're talking about aggression here, we're talking about proper aggression. We're not talking about adjustment here. Aggression here comes under emotion, not adjustment.
And it is also the perceived social aggression, not
Yeah.
the actual aggression of the person also.
Okay.
Yes. So it has never a positive meaning to it. Here, aggression always comes under negative. So the higher the score, the more aggressive you are. The rest of them have a positive, negative kind of a situation where your emotions, if
That's
your score for
that's
emotions,
exactly my point. See, do you enjoy social gathering just to be with people? So, how do you score it, positive or negative?
here
The
negative
answer is
scoring is
no.
going on.
See, if they have already given pre-defined answer as no, then definitely no, you are expecting the for
Hmm.
subject to have some level of adjustment that is acceptable adjustment. The answer should be no for the question. That means they have some prefixed connotation for aggression. And looking at the scores,
Yes, if you go high on the scale, it's retiring. So I don't enjoy. I retire.
okay,
Your aggression
see, I
means you
have now
actually
I
go
got
and
the connection.
socialize.
Now I got the connection. See, low scores, especially for aggression, is aggressive. The aggression in the negative connotation. High scores, where is it?
It's not the aggression we're
Okay,
talking
okay,
about. It's
wait, Praharsh.
socialization.
See, high scores is very retiring. That means they are trying to relate aggression with some loneliness or something.
It's not aggression. It your tendency towards socializing. The last one is your least your tendency towards socializing is least. You always retire. The first one is your tendency towards socializing is the most. Very aggressive. It's not the English word aggression. You're going with the wrong. Okay, let's come back to it again. Continue.
Now I'm quite getting what you're trying to tell.
Yeah, Vasudha is
Yeah.
again stuck on the same English meaning. No, we'll
No,
come
I
back to
know,
it
I
again
got
at the
it.
end.
Yeah,
Even I
got
agree
what
with
you're telling
Praharsh.
right.
Is there,
Yeah, I
then
agree with Praharsh.
can you kindly tell me what situation or what context you're talking about? Because here, whenever you're talking about aggression, it is always on a negative meaning, isn't it?
No, where do you get that
See,
idea?
also Vasudha, the scoring and interpretation, I mean, that particular sheet says aggressive, not aggression. So you are aggressive. Aggressive is, hyper. We can take, at least what Prash is trying to explain.
That I agree. That I agree. You see, aggressive can be because of that hyperactive thing.
No. You're still going back to that. I am telling aggressive in terms of meeting and being with people, not exhibiting some negative feeling.
Okay, this I agree. This I
Yeah.
actually agree.
That is all he's trying to tell, and that I think that makes sense. In that case, all the low scores are adjustment, highly satisfactory adjustment. There, aggressive means you're more into people thing. So that is still there. So you can write this. However, if the examiner has still not thought and analyzed the word aggressive or aggression like we did now, you will have to explain. So it's good to avoid the statement. because something that you write or tell it is always what you write and tell, something, your questions will be framed around that only. So make sure you write and tell only that is necessary. Do not tell anything extra. You are inviting more questions if you do so. Anyway, this is important. You can also write score interpretation, score like cross, like make a long column and write cross score interpretation, and avoid this, or just write SI, and write S is score, I is interpretation.
One question here. It's related to the scoring part of it. In the scoring, right? Can you show me the answer sheet, right? The key sheet, right?
This one?
Key sheet, like which is the correct answers, right? There is yes, no answers are there, right? With respect to that. Okay, here. Okay, one part we didn't discuss right now. Actually, once he answers, right, we need to give a scoring as per this, which is meeting. That only we have to give 1, 1, 1, right? Then only we have to do counting.
Yes. See, for example, home adjustment 7A. Okay, let's go to 7A. The answer 7A, 9A. Okay, 7A and 9A. The answer are yes for both. You will just need this. Okay, 7A. Yes, no, doubtful. I am the subject. I have answered no for 7A. 9A, I have answered yes. For 9A, I will get a mark of 1. And for 7A, I don't get any marks because I have answered no. But the key says the answer yes. My answer does not match with the key, so I don't get any point here. I get 1 for 9A, 0 for 7A. This is the scoring. Since we have already started scoring, I'll do the scoring, but before that, let's finish the methodology, points for discussion. Next is scoring. The scoring has little catch, little tricky, but it's easy if you concentrate. So table is done. Then points for discussion. The extent of adjustment or maladjustment in home health, social emotionality for the subject should be discussed. Factors influencing the extent of adjustment or maladjustment should be discussed. Points of discussion, analysis, problem, everything, paraphrase and write. Extent, level, anything can be used. Now, you remember I said it's good to write one-line interpretation of the scores. That is this. Factors influencing extent of adjustment or maladjustment should be discussed. To write this, you will have to know the introduction. What exactly in introduction? This. Home adjustment. Individuals scoring high tend to be unsatisfactorily adjusted to their home surrounding. Low scores indicate satisfactory home adjustment. Further which they would have explained something here. Okay. Home adjustment mainly consists of questions pertaining to these. Depending on these, memorize 1 or 2 points. Depending on these, you will say, you will interpret or use these same words and write one-line explanations. I will give you an example later. So you will have to know the introduction part to write your discussion, because this is an assessment and some interpretation would fetch you some impressing marks. Okay, having said that, this is the questionnaire. The instructions are already there. Okay, the same instructions. If you're writing, you can copy the instructions from here. Same instructions, if you write, you will get that instruction marks. Some 2 or 3 marks that is allotted for the instructions, you will get that. Okay, you have 140 questions. Now you don't need all these 1A, 1B, 3C, 3D, all that is not required. That is, I still don't understand why they gave in the, in the questionnaire booklet. However, Don't bother about that is what I wanted to tell you. Going further, this is the response sheet. So the subject has to tick or circle yes, no. Try to avoid doubtful. Doubtful will not fetch you any marks, because if you see the answer sheet, no way you see doubtful. So definitely only you have to be certain according to the answer keys, the standard answer keys, the subject should be certain about yes or no. If the subject, if that particular statement is suiting them or not suiting them. Now you need to use either 4 color pens, or you need to be smart enough to score. What you can also do is, if you have only 1 pen or something, see that answer, see particular, you see when you're scoring, you take one area. So you take home adjustment area, you see all these questions and you finish one whole column of home adjustment and then go to health adjustment. So what you could possibly do is, I'll tell you ifs and buts and what you can do. You will finish this, you will go to 7A question. Yes, if it is yes, you will give a mark of 1. If it is no, you don't mark anything. So you go on doing like that. And once you finish this, total the number of ones that you have given for the number, take that number and immediately go to the table and write that number, home adjustment. Write the score for home adjustment. Interpretation, you can do it later. Write the score for home adjustment. Now finish the scoring first, then you can interpret later altogether. So finish the whole of the scoring first and then you can interpret. You can also do scoring and interpretation for each and everything. So you score for all these. The answers have to match. If it matches, 1. If false, if not, you don't give. You get it to some total score. Say, where is that? Okay. See, there are some 140 means I'm assuming some few questions are here. Say the subject got a score of 12. Okay. So you will, the total score for home adjustment is 12. Now where you find 12? Unsatisfactory. 10 to 16 is unsatisfactory. So 12 for both men and women is unsatisfactory. So you need to remember 12 and unsatisfactory. Go fill it in the table. Where? Here.
Soundarya, we do get 3 hours time for practical exams, right? Generally.
Generally, no 3 hours.
How much time is it?
Usually 2 hours.
2
not
hours.
3 at all. And no examiner will ask you to, unless and until they're really ruthless. Usually they don't ask you to do full also. So it totally depends. So you will take that 12 and unsatisfactory, right? 12 and unsatisfactory. So you can do that one by one. If you feel you will get confused, okay, then going back to this, you finish this, then you do for home, social and emotional. The other way of doing is write the scores for everything. After you finish one thing, now you go back to this answer sheet. Once you know the total score of home adjustment, erase everything that you scored here. If you have one single pen or pencil, this is what you do. Erase everything that you scored here. And again, start fresh for home adjustment. Start fresh for home adjustment. Find the total score, write it in the table, erase everything, again start fresh for social adjustment. Find a total score, write it in the table, erase everything, start fresh for emotional adjustment. Or if you are very confident about the numbers that you know, or this is the marks that I've given for home adjustment or anything, then you can keep the scores of this without erasing and write. The other way of doing is using different color pens. Usually,
the simplest method that I found, just a minute, the simplest method that I found is cross-reference your answer key to the answer that's the answer sheet that you've gotten with your subject. And against 7A, 9A, whatever it is, If the answer is correct, the answer matches, mark it there itself on your answer key itself.
That is what you need
In
to do.
pencil. In
That
pencil
is what
instead
you
of
need to
answer
do.
itself.
But see, there are 4 things. I'll tell you what will be the catch. Here, say for this example, 81 belongs to D, emotional, 82 is for A, 80, D, A, C, B. Okay. So if you're using one color pen only, A is first. So A, say my answer is, I have not, here you have A, B, C, D. So you can actually know, which category it falls to.
What I'm saying is, instead of answering here, can you go back to the answer key? You can mark it here itself on this particular sheet itself.
No, I'll tell you why, because this is a sheet that you have to return back. Now it's on.
Write it with pencil, mark it with a pencil lightly, erase everything before giving it off to the examiner.
Okay.
Easier to
now you can do that, but usually you should not do that. I'll tell you why. Because the same paper can be an answer key for some other experimenter. Your impressions, the eraser, pencil things will all affect their scoring.
Understood.
Ideally, nothing should be written on the scoring key and norms. You will use that only for your reference. Not even one single pen or pencil mark should be there on this. That is why everything that you score and interpret has to be on this sheet, because this is the only sheet that you will stick in the record. If you remember, this is the only sheet that they expected us to stick, because this involves the response of the thing. You will not even stick the questionnaire. Those 140 questions, you will not stick this, but you will stick only this, because see here, ideally here you should have, you must ask the subject to write their initial, date, time is also very important. Okay, some are very active in day, some are very active in evening, something like that. So that is also very important. Age also. So here is what they would have responded here. Anyone will get the questions, but answer sheet is very exclusive per subject. That is why you have to score in the answer sheet only. Because it's online, you can, you can take your own printouts, and as she said, for an easy way, you can write the scores here. That I agree. Vasudha, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. So for practical exams now that is happening online, you will have your own answer sheet, and no one is going to use again the scoring keys. So it's the easy way is, as she said, you can write the scores here. If it is yes and yes, you give 1. If not, no. However, you can write it here, just to count the number of ones, write the total, interpret. Interpretation, you must be very careful. Not much of difference between men and women. However, you need to see carefully. Home, health, social, emotional. This is it. So there is interpretation for total also. You need to add one column there in the table that is given. I don't think so total is given there. Total overall adjustment also you will write. Now coming to the discussion, I hope scoring and interpretation is clear for everyone. Any doubts in scoring and interpretation? This thing is quite tiresome, because you have to carefully observe yes and no, and you have to do this for 140 questions under these 4 things. It is quite tiresome, but very easy. You have to just concentrate for 10-15 minutes at a stretch, like really concentrate. But it's very easy. Any doubts in scoring and interpretation? I assume there are no doubts. Moving on to the discussion. Now, this particular thing I don't think it has discussion. No, it does not have discussion. Okay, now I'll on my video. I'll tell you the standard discussion for.
So Soundarya, so these are the things that you are sharing now in this PDF. These are the things that we have to write in the experiment.
Yeah, what you need to write, if they ask to write, if they ask you about the methodology or something, what you start from is purpose or problem. You will not write the introduction that Bell's adjustment inventory is a self-report inventory. All that you don't write. You directly start from, you write the name of the experiment.
Purpose.
You remember in the record video?
Yes, whatever the record
No.
in the record we did.
Experimenter, experimentee, or experimenter, subject, date, and time. That you have to write. You write the experiment's name. You write methodology as a heading. You write on the left side top, you write experimenter, then subject, date, time, or experimenter, subject, date, time. This is how you start, and then you write aim. I'll see if I can get my old record book and show you. Then you write a problem or aim or starting like that. Okay, so you have written the table, you know how to score everything. Let's go to the discussion.
Soundarya, one question. So what you mentioned was the scoring sheet. The scores need to be entered in the scoring sheet, right? Where the subject has actually encircled or marked yes, no, or doubtful.
The scoring has to be done on the response sheet.
Okay. But then the questions for, let's say, home adjustment is not sequential, right? It is 7A, 9A, 13A, 16A.
That is done on purpose.
That has to be carefully done then, right? Because it is not sequential.
Yes.
Okay, because when we did that experiment in the class, ma'am had asked us to score it in the key sheet itself.
That is for your convenience because you had your own printout. And no one would reuse the scoring sheet that you have used. In offline practicals, you have to give back the scoring sheet. Except for the response sheet, everything else you have to submit back. That is why you cannot afford to even leave a small pen mark or a pencil mark on the scoring, on the question sheet, the booklet, as well as on the scoring sheet and interpretation sheet. You must, these are the things that you have to return back. Only the response sheet, which will be usually 1 or 2 pages, is what you need to keep, because that is where the subject answers. Rest all you should return. That is why I think other group teachers or professors or lecturers made us to score in the response sheet of the subject. That is ideal.
That's error prone, right?
Huh?
That is error prone.
No. It is error prone if you don't concentrate. Error is equal to loss of concentration.
But either if it is key or response sheet, you should be careful whenever scoring.
So you have to be careful.
And basic question, any reason why the questions are mixed up like this? Why are they not arranged? Like
because
home adjustment, health adjustment?
Yeah, because you don't want the subject to know what you're assessing at the first place, because that might influence their answering. Suppose all the home adjustment questions are put together, 140 divided by 4 will give you some number. So all those 20-30 questions put together, they will know this is only say someone is very pissed off with their family members or parents, they are totally against their family values or something, they will just assume that every question is framed negatively. Do you like to be with your family? No. Do you do they value your decisions? No. So if there are 4 consecutive no's, the subject will assume that the rest of the questions are also same, and she or he can just circle no. So you're intentionally giving a chance for the subject to make an error from his or her side. That is the reason the questions are mixed up. The subject should not have any clue. So the subject will have some clue that this is something related here. Then there was a question that I answered about the home adjustment. Something like that is repeating again now. Somewhere this questionnaire also asks about my personal health. It's asking about my personal emotions also, social. So it's a mixed thing. The subject knows what he or she is answering, but giving them in sequential, putting them together will make way for the subject to make errors from their side. So if the response itself is filled with errors, then definitely your scoring and interpretation will be filled with more errors. As it is, scoring and interpretation are subjected to some number of errors. So if the errors is from point A, so till Z everything is error. To avoid that, the questions are messed up. Am I clear?
Yeah, got it, Saundari.
Yeah, and
Thank
one
you.
more thing, it also helps break monotony. So if you're
Yeah,
typing
that is the
answer
same
after
thing.
this- yeah.
Paraphrased. True. Okay, let's go to discussion. This is a standard discussion. If someone wants to leave this in a chat, want to type and leave, you can do this. To determine the discussion always starts with the aim. So the aim of the experiment was to always past tense and start with aim. Always past tense was to determine the level of adjustment using Bell's adjustment inventory. You will write the aim. Then the experiment was conducted on the, then it says the subject details on the subject dash, aged dash, studying or working as or in dash. Second para, subject details. Third para, the scores of the subject was tabulated on table 1, which represents table 1 accordingly under the area of home adjustment. Now you go on explaining each area. Okay. So you will write the score and interpretation and the exam online interpretation for each area. So this particular thing will have 4 paras of discussion dedicated for 4 areas of adjustment. The first para will be merged with the table thing. The scores of the subject was tabulated on table 1 accordingly under the area of home adjustment. That the first thing will be together with the table thing. Under the area of home adjustment, the subject obtained a score of dash, interpreted as dash, full stop. This indicates that the subject has dash level of adjustment with his or her family members. For example, say the score is 8 and it is interpreted as average. So your discussion will be under the area of home adjustment, the subject obtained a score of 8, which was interpreted as average, full stop. Then this indicates that the subject has, whenever you use the word average, it's always good to use the word moderate level of adjustment with his or her family members. This is one line of extra interpretation. You're just re-emphasizing or using a different word and telling the same. Home adjustment. Explain, home is filled with family members. So you write moderate level of adjustment with family members. Unsatisfactory means low level of adjustment with family members. Very unsatisfactory is very low. So very good, very high, high, moderate, low, very low. This could be the words for re-emphasizing your interpretation in that one line. So when I mean one line interpretation to explain the scores and interpretation, this is what I mean. So you will write the same thing for other 4 areas also. Next para will be under the area of health adjustment. The subject obtained a score of say 2, which was interpreted as good. This indicates that the subject is the subject has better health and focuses, and the subject dedicates some time to look after his or her health, something like that. Okay, one line interpretation that is very common, or that describes the interpretation little detail in one line. So that is all you need to write. The next will be under the area of social adjustment. The subject obtained a score of dash, interpreted as dash. This indicates that the subject has dash level of social adjustment, or this indicates that the subject is more people friendly. Say, for example, 2 or 3 is very aggressive. That means the person is very sociable, whatever. So,
Sociable.
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 Okay. This indicates that the subject is very sociable and is a people friendly person, or this indicates that the subject likes to spend time with in social gatherings, or something like that. Okay. Those one line explanations. The last is under the area of emotional adjustment. The subject obtained a score of say 20, which was interpreted as very unsatisfactory, which indicates that the subject has a roller coaster. Okay, roller coaster is not the right word. The subject is emotionally very unstable, because of take some question from the booklet, see something, they would have marked no D is emotional there. Take some question there, understand what the question is, paraphrase and write. So something like that, one line explanation. However, the next you have 5, because you have total thing also. The next para will be the overall score, or the total score of the subject in all 4 areas of adjustment was dash, interpreted as dash. Here you will not write any indications. This indicates that the subject not required, because you're just totaling everything, and the interpretation what they have given is unsatisfactory. Don't go to explain, don't give that one line interpretation for the total score. That ends your discussion. You don't need to write anything extra. So discussion is just about explaining those 4 areas: the score, interpretation, one line explanation. That's all. Score, interpretation, one line explanation for 4 areas, and the total will have only the score and the interpretation. That's it. Discussion, end of the matter. The conclusion will also have 5 line conclusions, or say it all depends. According to the, this is how the conclusion go. According to the Bell's adjustment inventory, or the subject's score on Bell's adjustment inventory was interpreted to have, write colon, then write A, dash level of adjustment in home adjustment area, dash level of adjustment in health, dash level of adjustment in social, dash level of adjustment in emotional. Next will be the overall adjustment of the subject was interpreted to be dash level of adjustment. This will be your conclusion. Because this experiment has 4 areas and plus 1 total, the conclusion will be 5. However, say the subject has good in home and health. You can club together and write good level of adjustment in the areas of home and health. You can club only if the interpretation is the same. Good, excellent, average. Average is average for everything. So depending on the interpretation, you will have the number of conclusions. If all 4 are different, you will have 5 conclusions, because 4 plus 1. If there are 2 same and 2 other, you will have 3 conclusions. One for these 2, one for this, one for this, actually 4, and the total. If all 3 are different, same, and 1 is different, you will have 3 conclusions. One for these 3, one for this, one for the total. So your number of conclusions depends on the interpretation of the scores. That is the end of Bell's adjustment inventory. Any doubts?
No doubts. Anybody? Super.
Very
Can I
well
stop the recording, Soundarya?
Yeah.
It's a request for people not to leave as of yet. You can stop the recording, Dhananjay.